The price change from before, general admission before, $60, now $52. $8 saving, I mean...
Oh wow, thank you so much!
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Now I know it's been a long time since I last posted some videos. I decided to go away and practice some editing, buy some equipment, like some lighting. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy these videos even more than you did so in the past. In this new series, which is called Versus Reality, we're basically going to be talking about YouTubers especially and online personalities. And in the first episode of Versus Reality, we're going to be talking about James Charles. Now I haven't got any tea, so instead I'm going to try and spill the water, because I'm so funny. I'm not. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna take a nice... That was hardly a sip. Nice sip of water. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles, as I mentioned. And once again, James Charles has hit the headlines. Not for the best of reasons, must I say. James Charles is a YouTuber with over 15 million subscribers. And he's always on the Snapchat recommended. He's always on the YouTube recommended. You see him everywhere. I'm sure you would have heard of him. If you haven't, and you're on the internet, you've probably been living under a rock. Now if you do want to check up on the recent controversies of James Charles, you can check the description box below and you can check out various videos in which other people speak about all of his other controversies, or you can just go on YouTube yourself and search up James Charles controversies and I'm sure you'll find it. Welcome to the first episode of James Charles versus Reality. So I was on Snapchat and you know you got the recommended section, if you keep swiping, eventually on the left side there's a recommended section of various internet personalities or influencers or whatever the hell you want to call them. Well anyway, basically I saw one of them and it was talking about James Charles and it was just a load of hate people were giving James Charles. Now this video isn't about hating on James Charles, it's about critiquing what he's recently been doing and just generally giving my opinion on the situation. Now I saw there was some controversy about James Charles and what he was charging for his tour tickets. So what I thought I'd do is I'll get back on another social media, Twitter, and check out his Twitter page to see what he's been getting up to. Updated ticket information. Love heart. Small love heart. Anyway, hopefully this answers a lot of questions, comments and concerns. I'm sorry that we have disappointed many of you. We have worked very hard to put this tour together. And we want it to be accessible, right? Take the word, accessible. It's going to come in handy in a bit. We want to make it accessible for everyone and an amazing experience, no matter what the ticket. So you're probably thinking, how much is he charging for this tour? I don't know what he's going to be performing because he does makeup. I don't think he's actually announced what this tour is about. And then, what the video is mainly about is his highest VIP. Now, I was astonished that he is charging $500. Bear in mind, $500 is people's rent. $500 can buy you so much. But in this case, $500 will get you a meet and greet with James, preferred seating, all of that rubbish. And not only that, you'll end up with $250 of merchandise that you don't even want. Also what I've seen is people saying that the goodie bag reminds them of TanaCon, where Tana Mojo decided to give out goodie bags. But we all remember how that turned out, don't we? And it seems like this really could be another one of them stunts. Now I've seen a lot of people complaining, saying that the fact that they get this $250 of merchandise, and what they would prefer is that the $250 were taken off because they don't really want the merchandise. If they wanted the merchandise, they would buy the merchandise. It seems a bit odd to me that you're paying $500 for $250 of merchandise, especially when you could just go ahead and buy the $250 of merchandise without having to buy the ticket. It doesn't really make much sense. And people were saying, considering that they're going to the tour either to watch him perform whatever he's supposed to be performing, or to go there to meet him, why do they need the extra merchandise? You're basically being forced to buy something you don't want, which what many people are saying is just extremely not only immoral and unfair, but just generally wrong. Just quickly going through the $500 in specific, the Sister VIP, you get a pre-show private catered hangout Q&A with James, a post-show meet and greet with James and a photo, goodie bag, which is what I said to you about, the $250 goodie bag, which you just don't want anyway. Chances to be brought on stage, so the odd chance you might actually be able to sit next to him for a few seconds. First row seating, which I guess would be an increase in price, but not an extra $250. First access to merchandise, which again means that you then have to spend even more money on merchandise. It's like they're saying to you, you pay $500, you get to meet, you get a photo, you sit at the front, but you have access to even spend even more money with them. It doesn't make any sense to me. You're paying a lot of money. I'm really annoyed about the situation because the question is, how much money would you pay to meet your favourite celebrity? That's what I want to know. And for me, I'm not really like some of my friends and family who are so into particular celebrities, who are so into celebrities so much that they'll pay a lot of money to see them. I don't think it's a question of would you pay it, so you should pay it, or if you can pay it, you would pay it, or people are willing to pay it, so they will pay it, whatever. I'm not really making much sense at this point, but I don't think it's the case that because people would pay it, then they should be asked to pay it. And I just think $500 is a ridiculous amount of money to ask someone to meet them. I mean, even the biggest bands for VIP, the most, like, people that actually can give a performance. I mean, what is he going to perform? Makeup on stage? Like, you're going to see that? Like, you're going to be sitting at the back, watching him perform makeup, being at the front, watching him perform makeup. So what? You probably get a better experience than his YouTube channel. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. And of course, if you are a parent and your daughter or your son, you know, they are, I don't know what his average age group that will be attending, but say they are 12, 13, 14, whatever they are, they're probably going to be quite young. And they say, hey, this is what I want as an early Christmas present, as an early birthday present, as an early whatever, this is what I want to get, this is what I want to spend my money with. $500 I want to spend on meeting the favourite celebrity. I feel like he's just taking the mick. He's pushing boundaries, he's pushing limits, and I think that it is totally, just totally unacceptable. Moving on from the fact that it is highly immoral, what I thought I'd do is I want to see what other people think, or whether I'm just an absolute lunatic and I don't know what I'm talking about. One person in particular is Drama Alert. Drama Alert decided to make a video on various other things, but one of the things he's spoken about, Keemstar, was the fact that he doesn't think that $500 is worth the scam. Now, let's check out his justification.
Yep, I just tried to buy the best seats in the house, the $500 tickets for James Charles for Rochester, New York, people, for my girlfriend and her friend, and they're literally gone. They're literally gone. All I can get is the $200 ones. This is what I'm saying, people. This is what I'm saying, people. Sorry, another fan beat. I can't even get the $200 ones. So all you people that are saying James Charles is scamming his fans and charging X amount of dollars and $500 is too much, no, you're wrong. I've been sitting here all day and I got beat to the $500 tickets and I got beat to the $200 tickets. James Charles VIP is not overpriced. That's exactly what it should be because people want to pay for it. That's what it's... James, DM me right now. I need tickets for my girlfriend.
Look, with all due respect to how successful Keemstar is on this platform, it is no justification that because people are willing to pay or because it's sold out, that is then acceptable or even morally okay. Look, he's got 15 million subscribers. Of course, I don't know how many he's sold, James Charles, how many tickets. Of course, out of them 15 million people, they're going to be people with not only a lot of money that can pay, Because for some people, $500 might not be too much to them, but for most people, $500 is a lot. Now, like I said, just because people can pay, are willing to pay, or it's sold out, it doesn't make it. Just because the demand is there, it doesn't mean you should charge the price. Look, there are concerts being sold out across the country. Does it mean that they should just keep increasing the price to try and see how much money they can get out of their fans just because it's sold out? Football games are sold out. Does it mean they should keep raising the prices? Basketball games are sold out. Should they keep raising it because people are paying the prices? I do think it's quite sad that he thinks this is okay, and I do kind of feel like he's saying, hey, all of the rich fans, please step into the queue, but all of the poor people, please step aside. And I saw a tweet about that. I will have to find it and place it in this video. But I just generally do feel like it is completely just unjustifiable in every single sense possible. No matter what anyone else says, to be honest, I cannot see how $500 is an okay amount. And I decided to make a video on this because I genuinely was annoyed about it, and I hope other people are too, because if other people are annoyed, it will stop people like James Charles charging. What's he going to charge next time? Is he going to charge $1,000 because people will pay it? $2,000? Where does the line stop between the amount you should pay for a meeting? I feel like this is once again another time where a YouTuber has just stepped over the line, where they've taken money as their measure for success because they've reached fame, they've kind of already got a lot of money, and so the only way they can improve, shall we say, or the only way they can grow in their minds is by gaining more money, by buying more materialistic things, by trying to gain as much wealth as possible. And we've seen Zoella do it with the calendar a few years ago, the advent calendar. We've seen Jake Paul do it. We've seen Logan Paul do it. And once again, now we're seeing James Charles do it. And it just seems like no matter what YouTubers there are out there, no matter how respected they are, no matter how much following or how much success they've had on this platform, it just gets to a point where it seems like every single one of these vloggers eventually just goes down the route of just trying to rake as much money as possible from their fans. And the reality is that is it. They are simply trying to get as much money as they can whilst they can. Now, I'm sorry, but if people think $500 is a justifiable amount to meet a makeup vlogger, then I genuinely think you're either stupid or just out of touch with the general world, because $500 is a lot of money for people to pay. And I think if in the $500 you got him to fly a helicopter home with you, he bought you maybe some makeup, and he maybe went on lunch with you, I think maybe then you would say, okay, maybe that's worth it. But $500 to sit in the front, to watch someone do makeup or watch a performance, shall we say, and to get a signed shirt and $250 of stuff you probably don't even want, and access to more stuff you don't even want, I think it's just a complete waste of money. Let's take a look. Tweet review. So we've got on the tweet in which he announced his new prices. If I just scroll down, it doesn't take too long to get to, let's just say, not the most positive of comments. The price change from before, general admission before, $60, now $52. $8 saving, I mean...
Oh wow, thank you so much!
Thanks a lot, James, you've really gone above and beyond there. Now, just to also add, I've seen James Charles say in some of his tweets that he had no control, and I might go over this after, but he had no control over the prices. Now, let me be clear to you, every YouTuber, every internet celebrity, shall we call it, every internet personality has what's known as a PR team, right? And our PR team is a group of people, generally their managers or people around them, that they not only ask for advice on things they should tweet, things they should post on Instagram, things they should post on the internet in general, but they also are the people who offer advice and set up these events or these tours for these YouTubers, and even like singers and everyone else, all the people in the public eye, they will have PR teams. Now, he says he can't control the prices, but let's be honest with you. Of course he can control the prices to a point. Look, he could say to them, I'm not going to do a tour if you're charging my fans $500. Do you think they're going to not reduce it if he says, I'm not going to do the tour? Of course they're going to reduce it if he says, look, I'm not going to do a tour unless we charge a maximum of $250 for the most highest package. Because if you think about it, people obviously, well, especially the sponsors, have given James Charles a certain budget in which he can give out this free merchandise, shall we say, despite the fact you're paying $500 for it. This apparent free merchandise you're getting has been given to James Charles for free, and I'll be really interested to see actually how much the $500 gets you, especially when it comes to the so-called $250 goodie bag, and whether the goodie bag is actually worth $250. And not only that, I'm interested in what the tour or the show is going to be about, because James Charles isn't a performer. Yes, he's an influential makeup vlogger, shall we call it, but he's not a performer. Now, what is he going to really do on the stage to perform? If you're going to ask me, I don't really know, and I'm pretty sure most people don't either. What's most interesting is he's done, and I find it amazing that it's sold out when people don't really know what they're getting for $500, but it just goes to show that a lot of fans on this website are very impressionable, especially when it comes to large influencers like James Charles, like Zoella, like Tana Mojo, like all of them, and the amount of money they're willing to spend. I even saw someone saying they're willing to spend, or they did spend, $4,000 in the Tana Mojo TanaCon situation. So I just find it astonishing the amount of money people are willing to pay to meet their favourite celebrity. He should charge something because, you know, he is an influencer, shall we call it. He has to earn money, but it's about how much you charge. It's about how much you take from your fans, and I think you should keep it to a minimal, especially when these people have given you a career. These people have driven you on so that you get to the place you are now, and the least you can do is give back what they've given you. And the least you can do is not to take advantage of them. And I just think $500 is taking advantage of your fans, and it is just, you are stepping over the line when you're asking for that much money just to do what? Hardly anything, really. I think it is a sad situation. But yeah, without the tweets aside, just to clarify even more, there's a few more tweets that James Charles did after his initial tour announcement and the prices of the tour. He said, to clarify, I begged my team to change prices, but because of contracts with the venues, it was not possible. Instead, I made sure meet and greet was more accessible and ensured that the highest ticket was worth the price. I'm sorry I can't make everyone happy. I'm trying my best. Sorry to break it to you, James, but you didn't make everyone happy. You hardly made anyone happy, because by the look of what the reaction of this on the internet, you've not really done yourself any favours whatsoever. In fact, if you head over to his YouTube channel and you check out his latest video, yes, he's got 400,000 likes, but it's very uncommon for James Charles to have 50,000 dislikes on his video. And that's a lot of people that are expressing their annoyance at him, and them dislikes aren't coming from the fact they dislike his video. They're coming from the fact they're disliking this entire situation, this entire tour situation. But yeah, guys, enough of the moaning for one day. I just wanted to get my point of view across on the situation. I would really love to know what other people think. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, remember to smash the like button. Let me know in the comments below if you do think $500 is a reasonable amount of money to pay to meet James Charles or any YouTuber in that matter. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, eat all of your vegetables.